Hey, man, is that Double D? Yeah, man. Well, turn it up, man.
Let's just go in and, like, kill all the orcs, right? They're the bad guys, who gives a shit? We just hack and slash and we loot their dead bodies, right? Hack and slash, kill them all, you know, conquer the infidels.
Boy, that campaign sounds like a barrel of fun, doesn't it?
Somebody who's opening a refrigerator and leaning in, right, is the language of a woman. Somebody who's opening the refrigerator and being cut off halfway through that lean is the voice of like a mermaid or a siren.
They're utter shits. They're utter shits.
This is not the face of the hobby anymore. And I think there's been mistakes made in years past where people assumed that D&D players were all, you know, white dudes in a basement. Which has been a faulty assumption for a lot of years and gets more and more false every day. And so it's, in my viewpoint, honestly, guys like me can't leave soon enough.
I just had to be born with empathy and a weakness for socialism and femboys. For socialism and femboys.
For socialism and femboys.
You gotta put a little hot sauce on the taco, you know what I mean?
We want this dwarf to be the dwarfiest dwarf.
Right.
We want the elf to be the elfiest elf.
And just the dashiest dash of Tabasco.
Their voices need to carry across water.
I'm a creative. It's a huge drain, right? Because fans can be awful.
They're utter shits.
When we got the descriptions, they were very adamant. They were like, try not to make it like a white blonde guy. Like, please, like, we love him, but there's like 500 million of them.
You say white lives matter, they don't. White lives don't matter because white lives aren't a thing.
Lube for their rectal adventures.
What's this? What's this? It's the jacket. The jacket. The jacket.
Lutherville, Marina Del X, Otisburg. Otisburg. Who's this monster? She's got her own place. Otisburg. It's a little bitty place. Otisburg. Okay, I just wiped it off. That's all. It's a little town.
One girl said she liked big burly orcs with breeding kinks. Okay, I'll just choose the orc boyfriend for her then.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3.
Great, Sam.
We dumping chump. It's a landslide, sir.
On guard. It's time to mobilize. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
A giant penis.
Did you cry?
That so much. I went into the house and my wife was like, "What's wrong?" And I just crawled onto her and sobbed.
Oh my God.
And here we go. Howdy ho, neighborinos.
Hola.
Starting us off right. DB is Yardog Brothers, Sword Sisters. Hope your week is kicking ass. Seems like the Crit Roll crew shot themselves in the foot, tards. Let's get it on. Did they do something specific that I might have missed, DB, or just
in general?
Just the general shittiness of Daggerheart. Thank you so much, buddy. Also, I want to call out to, because I got a notice, I don't think it came through in the chat, but Spring Gypsy is now a monthly supporter over on Rumble. I think
that's awesome.
The first one. So thank you for busting that cherry for us. Yeah.
And I was off last week, but I heard through the grapevine that Wonkee hit his goal, and so did Black Lodge Games hit their goal. That's awesome.
Those guys are killing it.
Congrats.
Yep, congrats, guys.
To both of you. That's awesome.
Yeah, Wonkee sent me a picture of him and the Black Lodge guys at North Texas. I was jealous immediately. Immediately jealous.
Next year.
Hope everyone is doing well.
DB, $1 million right here.
Oh, another one. Their license for Daggerheart is an abortion. Oh yeah, I did see that. In fact, we'll be talking about that a little, DB. It's mentioned in Bob's video, which we'll go over pretty soon here. Smash the like button, says Chris.
Hit it with the hammer.
Chris was hitting me up with some last minute stuff about the adventure. It's all set to go for the second quarter Mad Scribe. So I hope you guys get it. It's gonna be a banger. Has a double D adventure in it.
Boom, boom.
The Wonkinator. Yes, indeed. I think he is in the chat here.
I saw him earlier.
Yeah, there he is. thanking Badger. Shark, good to see you, buddy. Good to talk to you.
Chomp chomp.
Yep. Talked to Shark yesterday. Everybody. Already 100 strong. All right, so first of all, I'll tell you what.
No Rogan today.
Yeah, no Rogan. Rogan.
He is battling some major aches and pains.
He's got some stuff going on, as we said. So
someone put him through the ringer.
Yeah, that's right. Wasn't us, I promise. Oops. All right, so we'll get to that in just a moment.
He ain't dead, Overkill. He's just
he's
out.
not dead. He's everybody keeps thinking he's dead.
Well, he was here last week.
He was here last week.
I was at Sophia just graduated grade school. She had her 8th grade graduation. Sophia Mouse did, and we were at her awards ceremony for sports.
Mm-hmm.
So that was yesterday or last Wednesday. Rogan is loud. You know what? That's a very good analogy. That's really good. Kenny's dead.
Yeah, it is true. Do you know Clarissa Shields?
I do not, but she looks like maybe an Olympic boxer.
Female boxer. Yeah, probably a pretty good one. She said I could beat a male boxer.
I don't like stuff like that.
Well, you want to see how it went?
It's not going to go good. I don't even need to know. But
all right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes. Oh!
One punch.
That's it.
And she's the best in her class, and he's probably some average Joe.
He was 6-1. He's 6-1.
7-1 now.
yeah. I don't even think he wants to include that in his record. Yeah, Badger, $2 Daggerheart. Yeah, we'll go through the effluvia in just a momentito. Least favorite D&D class. I don't know if I've ever asked this before. So in the back of my mind, I said maybe I asked this, but I think I know what yours is. You tell me if I'm wrong. Crazy Mouse.
Go ahead.
Bard.
I don't like him.
Yeah, it's from that bad experience you played a Bard one time.
His name was Baxter.
Baxter the Bard.
We've never played in our group. No one's ever played a druid. I mean, other than Tin Can Chris, right? And didn't he eat a bag of dirt?
Yeah, he was just a dwarf. I think he was just actually a fighter. You're right. I don't think Ironcaster with a monk coming all in.
Yeah, monk a couple times. Ranger, illusionist.
Oriental monk. That's why you guys want to pick up Dragon Slayer. It's got the Occidental monk with the quarterstaff. In fact, I've been doing the pre-gens for my game at Central New York Con, by the way. Hope you guys
next weekend
in the area can make it.
No, this weekend.
Yeah. Yep, I'll be there starting Friday. Meeting up with the great Greg Gillespie, me and Mrs. D. I'll be in his game Saturday, and then Saturday evening, well, from like 6 to 10, I'll be running my game. Again, it's a Dragon Slayer game. Gonna kick ass, I know. It's already full. Yeah. I am.
What's full? How many?
I capped it at 6. I think we get over 6.
It gets tough.
Yeah, especially in a con game. People are there to have a good experience, and I think you have to just by nature kind of ignore certain things, or maybe inadvertently you ignore certain people. I mean, the good thing is Mrs. D is one of those 6, so really it's 5 because she understands. Like, look, I'm not going to handhold you. You help me, and she's obviously down with that. So really it's like 5, and that's about enough. That'll be about enough. Yeah, Monk is getting monks are crap. Yeah. Roy Goodman, Dragon Slayer monk is pretty cool. It is. It's you can trip with that staff, do a little extra damage. Their armor class is really good in Dragon Slayer. It goes up every level. You can't wear any armor at all, but so if you survive the first couple levels, you're actually pretty good as a Dragon Slayer monk. Ooh, War Historian just returned from North Texas. Got to play in Wonkee's game. Yeah, was it as
Did you puke?
Yeah, did you puke? Was it as gnarly as promised? Yeah, the Friar Tuck monk is getting a lot of love. Yeah, it's kind of weird how the Oriental monk just kind of went in there and was accepted over over time. I always knew it didn't quite fit, but I was always like, what are you going to do? We'll work with it. But yeah, I far prefer the Western European Occidental monk. Jeff from Denkar, $2 over on Rumble. While I've enjoyed all the classes, the Sorcerer feels very redundant, especially with the addition of Warlocks. Yeah, is the Sorcerer redundant in your eyes because of Wizards and Warlocks? Well, I would take out Warlocks. Look, at the end of the day, you either have, if you want to delineate, you can have a Wizard who casts via the book, or a Sorcerer who just channels the magic. If I was doing a game, I got to tell you, I would dispense with the spell book. I like kind of the Robert E. Howard Sorcerer, the Conan-esque ones, the ones that can just unleash awful stuff. But I'm also a firm believer that sorcery should have a huge price to pay for the caster. So they should age a little bit for every spell, even if it's just months. And then their whole life should be just trying to find ways to siphon off life from other people. That's why it's a bad road to go down. Thank you, by the way, for the super chat. Yep. Let's see, looks like a lot of monks. The bard should be more like the Skald, says Magnificent Devil. Yeah, warrior poets. In that case, you could just be a fighter with that's just part of your character. Hey, I'm a poet. I tell stories.
I was never in the game when Liesel played.
Mm-hmm.
Was a prominent figure.
My wife's character, Liesel, First Birthright group.
But currently in our group, we have a bard, and he can drive me nutso.
It's generated some interesting stuff, though. That's for sure. So we're kind of leaning into it in Birthright.
We're trying.
We're trying to, yes. Wish I could hang, says Julio, for $10. I think he's owed something.
You called down the thunder. Well, now you got it.
You got it. Wish I could hang, but I'm busy looting Newports and Air Jordans. Oh, we'll get to that. Have a good show, Whitey. Yes, indeed, Julio. Meet you down by the schoolyard.
I know it was least favorite, but for my favorite, I like playing a rogue, but I got to play, one of my characters was a true assassin, and I loved him.
Mm-hmm.
And then another character I was going to be was an assassin. And that's the one that famously said, "Ooh, this doesn't look good."
Yes.
As everyone bailed on me in a fight.
Yeah. You took a step forward and everybody took two steps back. 2 steps back.
A bunch of punks.
Only fighting a demonic ant. Oh, well, that's life, as they say.
Yeah, I went to go help and everyone bailed on me. All right.
Yeah.
All right, I see what's up.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice of you guys. Very nice of you. You know Zoe Saldaña?
I sure do. She's in all her movies are humongous. She's only in blockbusters.
Well, you'll be happy to know. According to Variety, Zoe Saldaña says her Oscar statue is trans and goes by they, them pronouns.
Oh, that's nice.
We have it in my office, and my Oscar is gender fluid. I don't know if she's being cheeky or serious. It's hard to tell these days.
I like the fact that she wore a white big coat to go skiing in that commercial, and she looked like a marshmallow.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that one. I never had anything really against her. I don't know. They kind of shoehorned her into the Star Trek trio. It used to be, Bones, McCoy, Spock, and Kirk as the trio. And then they did the reboot movies with Chris Pine. They kind of.
She's in it?
Yeah, isn't she? Isn't she Uhura?
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, I believe she is. But yeah, they tried to they downplayed McCoy, which ironically he was probably the best character in the whole movie. Holla from Arkansas, Jeff Hatch. Had a boy. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, like a ghost. He has arisen. Yeah, so I don't know if she's being, like I said, a little cheeky or not. Got to meet Kelsey, but did not have the opportunity to play any game with her. Well, those are probably very hard to come by these days. Nice as could be. I keep trying to tell people, look, if you don't like Shadowdark, that's fine. You don't have to like it. But you really should take. Enough people have told you, take our word for it. She's a very sweet lady. Very, very nice. Pundit, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, so just if you ever have the opportunity, just go up to her, and I guarantee you will have a good encounter, because she knows how to run her business, and she runs it very well. This is all we ever asked for, right? Corona Soul, $10. Tell him what he won, Don Bordo.
Pay that man his money.
Pay that man his money. Forgive me for being off topic, but I need help. My sister's mad at me. I showed up at her son's birthday party with marijuana and hookers. Oh my God, I don't understand. She told me to bring baked lays. Oh man, where is it? Where is it?
Let me find
it. Get it. Get the rim shot. Get the rim shot.
Hold on, everybody. I got a lot going on.
Find the monkey. Find the monkey. Good
Is it
one.
still on here?
It should be. There we go. I gotcha.
Oh, page 2. All right.
Yeah. Too late, but very good. Baked lays, yes. Actually, baked lays are pretty good. All right. Halfling is the word. Oh, he's going back to Sweet Tea 23 from Rumble for $1. Thank you. Going back to first, basic, where halfling was a class, just like elf and dwarf. Yes. All right. Maybe we ought to do it like this.
They're all shits.
Yeah, they're all shits. Let's do Bob first. So Bob was weighing in on Daggerheart.
If the role-playing game industry were like the stock market, right now it'd be one of those chaotic movie scenes with every business.
Oh, look at him.
I know. Look at that. He's really.
Wow.
He's not.
It's like Forrest Gump.
He's Forrest Bob.
This dude shouting, "Buy, buy, buy," into a giant cell phone while staring at screens that say Daggerheart with big green arrows. Because the Daggerheart RPG by Critical Role and Darrington Press is booming. The game sold out on their own website during launch week, so they had to remind people they can maybe still find it at local game stores or.
So this is something I'm not sure what to think. I don't doubt that it's sold well, but I don't know how many copies they pre-ordered. I wish. Look, if it was something huge, wouldn't you want to say, "Hey, we sold 50,000 copies of this"? That would be something to brag about for an RPG. You'd certainly get. I'd put my hands together and say, "Well done." The game is shit, but I mean, look, you're selling to your almost like a captive audience over there. It's still well done.
Did it on Amazon, where it is currently the #1 bestseller in fantasy gaming.
Gotta give it up.
Notes before it's even released on Amazon. But yeah.
So I'm going to assume Amazon is a little bit more legit than the New York Times bestseller. Like, you can pay to be on the New York Times bestseller list. I have heard from many folks. Patrick, hola. Daggerheart selling out makes me sad. Don't look. I'll tell you what. I'll hold.
Wait a
it.
minute.
I'll hold it.
Whilst I am Bob, and this is where we learn how to have more fun playing RPGs together, we should expect this level of.
Hey, give it up for Critical Role for this. They built a business, and they built it well. And they got to have something, right? It's not our cup of tea. We can make fun of it, of course. But let's, you don't ever want to be like, sour grapes. Good for them. The game is still shit on its own merits, though. It's not shit because it just came out of, the Critical Role ecosystem. I went into a lot of detail last week about why I thought it was shit. Even Bob will inadvertently touch on a few of those,
for the first fantasy RPG made by the most popular RPG show of all time, and heck, it's probably died down quite a bit between the time I'm making this video and the time you're seeing it. However, hype or no hype, I'm pretty convinced that people will still be playing Daggerheart in droves by the time we get the next new edition of D&D. And I'm gonna...
Now that I'm not sure of. That I'm not sure of. It's one thing to support. A lot of people have no problem. Like, hey, to support something I love, I'll gladly pay $60. I'll have a book on my shelf. Occasionally I can read it. I might even get to play it every once in a while.
His shirt is really weird there. It looks like he's got some A cups.
Yeah.
Like the way the folds are, that is really an odd... That's an odd crimp of his shirt.
It is, yeah. And it's happened to me too. When you're on camera, sometimes you get unfortunate.
He's got to pull it. You need someone to remind you, pull your shirt down.
Yeah. In the same respect, I don't think anybody's going to be confusing Bob with like a weightlifter or like a bodybuilder anytime soon.
To break down all 7 factors.
Those are some pretty narrow shoulders, I must say.
Of the Daggerheart success strategy, including my proof that it's not just because Matt Mercer is really, really popular, and including one important factor for long-term success that I think they might have messed up a little bit. And you gotta watch all the details of all 7 points, so if I'm wrong, then you'll get to tell me exactly how I got it wrong.
Axel. Nope. Still crap. Yeah, it's terrible. It's a very bad game. And I'm glad I can say that. Let me tell you something. If it wasn't, I would probably just sort of gloss over it. I'd just be like, well, hey, look, it is what it is. Let him enjoy it. But I'm glad it's as bad as it is. Craig Bragg, $10, even though it's Canadian, I think that still counts.
It certainly does.
I give you money, you give me ideas.
And you never say thank you.
That's what the money is for.
Such a good scene, such a good show. Craig Bragg, $10 Canadian. Bob the World Builder strikes me as quiet woke. He's not even that quiet. I only have a passing familiarity with his stuff. Tell me I'm wrong. You are not wrong, 100%. He's not even that quiet woke. He's not obnoxious. I will say this. He's not obnoxiously woke. There are far worse than Bob, but he is very, very, very woke. Very, very woke. Greg Gillespie was a major star at the con. Oh, yeah, I imagine. He's going to be, that, of course, is a lot bigger. It's CNY Con, which is going to be a little bit smaller. He's still going to be the star there, so I'll be basking in his glow. Matt, good to see you, buddy. You want to talk bad? Check out Daggerheart's OGL. Yeah, he's going to touch on that in a little bit here. We shall get to it. Old Swords Reign and Deathbringer are much better. Yeah, absolutely. I think you're talking about Professor DM there, for as far as Deathbringer. Yep. Is that everything? Yep, I think so.
And it'll be so satisfying. So this isn't a review of Daggerheart mechanics. That video will come later.
Yeah, that video will come later because he's going to have to quietly piss all over it while with a smile on his face.
This is a review of the things that even tiny indie publishers can do.
Tell me I'm wrong, Bob. If you're watching this, tell me I'm wrong. This is a Frankenstein, kitchen sink game that they used so many different sources. It spoiled the soup. Spoiled the sauce.
To give their games more
threw
reach
everything into
and the
it,
things that you should look for in a new RPG. Last clarification, Darrington Press did send me the core set, but they're not sponsoring this or any videos from me.
They didn't expect me to say anything nice. It's just that quiet pressure. I love when they do this. They didn't expect anything from it. Really? Is that true? Is that true? Did they really want to send you that and then have you shit all over it? You know the compact that you're in, Bob. Bob's wife doesn't let him watch unless. You're gonna give me in trouble.
A different cool sponsor to talk about later. So
I have something nice to say. At least he has the Fiend Folio and with the what is it, Geth Rocky or something?
Gith Yankee.
Gith
I believe.
Yankee.
Yeah. It's is it Gith there? I think that's a Gith Yankee there.
I like it.
Yeah, I do too. Bob, look, gaming wise, I think Bob is fairly solid. You can tell he loves DCC more than anything. And, Joe Goodman's retardation aside, I mean, it's a better game than Daggerheart and D&D 2024 for sure. He's just trapped. He's got to cover this stuff, and he's got to kind of pretend like, oh yeah, I'm really super cool with D&D 2024. He's not. I can almost guarantee you he's not.
Success indicator number 1.
Like I said, I do not hate Bob, though. We are very different politically. I'm sure he doesn't think much of me. But as a YouTuber, I really respect him because I think he does
respect the hustle. Remember, he got a big microphone for Christmas that one year.
Oh yeah, he does good videos.
Yep. Well, that video of him on the New York Stock Exchange did it for me.
That's right. The Forest Bob video, as it's forever known. It's a game created by untalented gaming-adjacent actors, whose audience are just RPG tourists. It's full of unoriginal ideas, woke safety rules. It is. It is. I hope you guys watch. I don't want to just this be a repeat of last week. It is far more complicated than you would expect. To do a roll, you need tokens to keep track of all the modifiers. And then there still might be other modifiers on top of that. And yet the combat is so loosey-goosey. Oh, there's no initiative, bro. It's just everybody do their thing, which is never a good idea. I don't know if I told this last week, but Mrs. D and I were in Pittsburgh a couple years ago. And this is when, the whole trans thing was, really booming. And we were at this bar and they took the men and women's signs off of the restroom, thinking they'd be cool. Like, oh, just go with it, bro. Just kind of
wherever you want.
Yeah,
man.
wherever you want. You got a lot of women looking very unsure of themselves walking in. They were still going to what they knew to be the old women's room, either because they'd been there before or they just had watched other people. But you could tell they were very uncomfortable with all that. And that's this sort of the same way I feel about this sort of like no structured combat. Oh, it's just, however you feel the narrative is taken, you follow the fiction. They say that in that book ad nauseum. Follow the fiction. What does that even mean? It's like in Idiocracy when they're saying like, it's got electrolytes.
Pass the Brussels sprouts.
Yeah. What are electrolytes? It's
sales. Like I already said, it's sold out on their website. Best-selling fantasy game on Amazon. But
fair enough.
To be
garbage.
Fair, you might remember promotional quotes about the D&D 2024 books being the fastest-selling D&D products ever. And then a bit of hubbub, or dare I say, discourse.
So what's true? Is it the fastest selling of all time, or did it only sell 3,700? Because I fucking know that 3rd edition, when that came out, there was huge buzz behind that. I'm sure that sold more than 3,700. Ryan, Nikolai, $2. But did they send a copy to Jeff McAleer? Oh, if they didn't, I'm sure they'll hear about it.
About the public sales data being quite low compared to previous D&D books, it created this whole kerfuffle. Likewise, nobody has or will ever have
that picture of Mercer in the background. Mercer. Yeah, do you see that? It looks like
I do.
Looks
That's usually where his duck hunt thing is.
Yeah, looks pixelized there.
Have the full picture of Daggerheart sales. So on this topic, I just want to highlight the sheer value of the Daggerheart core set that is helping this game get onto a lot of tables. It's $60 at full price for all of the core rules in one book, over 300 pages, and that includes the box of 279 beautifully illustrated cards.
I'm not impressed.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, it's
slap chop.
It's about what he's about ready to do.
Entire game at good price. This is the model used by Shadowdark, by Dungeon Crawl Classics, by a lot of free league.
But I mean, the art in Shadowdark is comparatively crude.
Check this out.
Pundit and I sold more copies of Baptism Fire than Wizards of the Coast Player's Handbook. Yes, you did. And I remember you told me that. Yeah, you guys killed it with that. As I said, I didn't know the numbers, but you can just tell by the cultural buzz, like what people are talking about. Nobody can deny that's why Shadowdark is so big. You can't deny it because people talk about it. Oh, I like playing it. I met Kelsey. She's a good person. North Texas, you see, Greg Gillespie, Dragon Slayer. That sold great on drive-thru as well. Baptism of Fire, Pundit and Chris, selling great. These games have something. Like D&D 2024 is DOA. And this Daggerheart, I mean, after that initial bump, once everybody gets their copy, it's like owning, Mao's little red book, so they can just say, I have it. After that, oh boy.
RPGs.
Oh, yeah.
And we are going to circle back to this single book model for my special little rant near the end of this video, but keeping the focus purely on value for now. The game is also free. Daggerheart Success Exhibit B, free core rules and stuff. Yeah.
Ooh. Matt, $5. Thank you, brother. I'm waiting for him to shout, it's going to be huge. Internet, huge.
Even if you can't buy the book or you just want to check out how the game runs before purchasing it, you can download this free non-illustrated version of the core rules, about 130 pages, all the cards from the core set, as well as a bunch of maps and setting material and handouts and more. They're even making an awesome...
That's not inspirational to me. I don't like cards too. And I think these are reprinted from what I saw at the end of the book. So fair enough. But if you're counting on these, just cards always get misplaced. Over time, you will always lose a card somewhere. Me, Mrs. D, and Daughter D opened up a brand new game that I had bought her. And we just played. It was a little card game. Cute little I don't know what it was, like a fishing game or something. We figured out we were one card short already, after 2 games. And we're like, where is this thing? Where is this thing? Turns out it was on the bottom of Mrs. D's foot.
Oh, boy.
She was, yeah. We're looking around for it. She lifts her foot up in the air and Daughter D starts laughing. She's like, Mom, it's on your foot. She's like, oh my God, how did I step on it? That's what I see for these cards. You're sort of dependent now on watching these things like a hawk.
Free card maker.
I know it's a good gimmick. I don't doubt that. And I know other games have spell cards too. But I don't know. It's almost like you're kind of paying for it and you might not even want it or need it. I don't know. I'm torn on the cards. I can see their utility, but it almost seems like they're forcing you to use these.
Well.
There you are. Gave you a shout out. Right at the beginning, Spring Gypsy. I don't know if you heard. Thank you for being a monthly subscriber over on Rumble.
I know.
$20. Oh my God. Give him something.
22, 23, 24,
Yodeling through the Alps. OMG. I found my Gen X tribe. Yep. You guys rock. Well, we are square in the middle of Gen X. There's more testosterone in this live stream than all of Gen Con on a Friday night. I was there last year. You are correct. Good to have you. Welcome to the chat.
Yep.
And thank you so much for your support, your super chat and your monthly support over there. All of you guys super chatting, supporting the channel. You know who you is.
Just putting up with us.
Yeah.
Tool that lets you use their artwork and trade dress to create your own Daggerheart homebrew. But most importantly here, though often underrated, you can download a free quick start adventure that teaches the game master and players how to play the game while playing it. It blows my freaking mind when publishers do not offer even a tiny sample adventure for free, because any quick start adventure is huge for taking a reader of your game's core rules and easily turning them into a GM who will actually run it and thus introduce more people to your game, getting it on more tables. Now, before we talk about the eyebrow-raising flip side of this free system reference document that could either make or break this game's longevity, let's talk about ensuring your own campaign's longevity. With these cards,
There's
man,
that microphone.
These
We knew it.
beautifully illustrated cards really give Daggerheart staying power at your table. And it's tempting to call this part X for the X card, but that's different. So for one, it's just easier to pass around cards than for a player to hastily copy notes from the GM's book or for the player to buy their own book, especially considering that only 2 days after releasing on Amazon, Daggerheart has sold out there too. Might lose that best-selling spot now if they literally can't sell any more books. But two, just like the dice in most RPGs, these cards create an anchor. It's like a teaching tool, something that beginner players can tangibly grasp and make associations with as they come to grasp the game. This is why D&D will also be using cards in their upcoming starter set. But
it's like a trend. It's like not a trend, a fad. This is a fad. Don't know if I like it. You will lose these cards. You will 100% lose these cards.
But cards can create a problem, especially considering that Daggerheart also suggests using physical tokens.
Yeah.
7 to 15 per player.
7 to 15 tokens per player. A
Plus
shitload of
fear
cards.
tokens for the GM, and optional maps and minis, in addition to the dice, character sheets, cards, of course, pencils, snacks. You get it. You need more space to play this game. So, for a premium solution, I offer you today's sponsor, tabletoptable.com/Bob, so they know who sent you.
Nice try, Bob. Edited out most of that, but I let you get your spot in at the very end there.
All right. Daggerheart Success Strategy, Part 3, Third-Party Publishing. You, me, and anybody who wants to can use any of the content in the free system reference document to not only publish.
So here's what some of you were talking about. So SRD started with 3rd edition, has continued up till now, until they tried to take it away, as we all know, a couple years ago, and they paid for it severely. So now every game has their own
But
SRD.
also make money off our...
Everybody figures it's better just to create a buzz and a constant need for your book. As long as people are making content for it, it's out there, people are playing it, it's hot, it's something. So why not just have it? I mean, you're not going to get much money from... trying to charge for it anyway, so.
Own Daggerheart compatible works thanks to the Darrington Press Community Gaming License. Flat out, any new game that does not allow third-party commercial publishing, dead on arrival. That's why MCDM created a license for Draw Steel before their game is even done. However, it is an accessible license.
Yes.
We have some super chats that just flat out aren't coming through.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. Okay, hold on, guys. Yeah, I think we are. Something is going on here. Something is happening.
Something's amiss. We got one from Patrick.
Yeah.
$5.
Yeah, let me try to figure out, because I noticed like the chat was like really slowing down.
Yeah. We're working on it.
Yeah, we're working on it, guys. We are working on it. Boy, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, everything's showing good on OBS. Yeah, the only one I'm seeing is I'm seeing some Rumble chats.
Yours is the last chat that came through on YouTube.
Yep. Sorry, guys. Yep. All right. I think I can see.
I see Patrick's.
Yeah, I can see. I don't know if I could highlight them. I can now see them. All right, so. So the last super chat I see is Patrick Demo for $5. I may just have to read them.
Well, hold on. Go up. Is there...
I can't anymore.
Okay. There's one from Craig Bragg.
Yeah, so what I may just have you do, Craig, is just retype it. And
No, I got it.
I'll say it. Okay. Patrick Demo, $5. Cards make the game popular and give it staying power. G. Willikers, Bob. Tell that to Fantasy Flight's Warhammer game. Oh, wait. Yes. Well said, my friend.
I think you read Craig's. It talks about somewhere made a point about Thatko.
Okay, yeah, I did not see that. So, Craig, retype that if you could. Oh, wait, here we go. Yep. Someone made the point that Thaco was a good gatekeeper that kept theater kids away. Maybe the Daggerheart rules are so clumsy to keep the grognards out of it. That's a good point. By the way, that was $10. Craig gets something for
we
that.
got something for him.
Dr. Harris.
Yes?
Do you concur?
All right, so I might be able to also do something here. Let me see. I might be able to, let's see. There we go. All right. So I might not be able to highlight them, guys, but at least you'll be able to see them on screen.
We got one from Axel.
Yeah, Axel. Critical Role's Age of Umbra is gay dark. I like that.
Did you get Patrick's for 5?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Chat test for the mighty Double D for $1.99. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I use Social Stream for this, and usually it's usually one of the more dependable
When you typed in yourself, did you turn something off?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't. I was just doing that to test it because something came after it too. So, all right. So I think we're still okay.
I think all the super chats are taken care of. If
guys,
you didn't, just let me know.
yeah,
I'll find it.
Yep. Just write, hey, I super chatted for this amount. Read it, please.
License that builds a self-sustaining community of indie publishers and game masters supporting each other and playing your game for you.
Unfortunately, I think Rumble chat might be the victim here. I'll check that occasionally though too.
Years to come. That's why Shadowdark has a simple and clear one-page license in the back of its core rulebook that has already spawned hundreds, if not thousands of supplements in just 2 years, and it's part of why you will absolutely be hearing about Shadowdark for at least as long as Daggerheart. And the best proof of concept here, a third-party license is basically what kept Dungeons & Dragons alive during its least popular edition 15 years ago. Therefore,
Death Angel
it's a
Shadow
little
might be trying to help
disappointing
you out,
that Daggerheart
buddy.
didn't learn
Telling you maybe
from
how to fix it.
D&D's recent license controversy.
Change that drop down from top chat to the paid chat. Yeah. Fan funding. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, now we'll know. I think we are up to date. Yeah,
Snake Oil gave 5. That's awesome.
Yep. Snake Oil, Sean, give him something.
Let me find it.
I'll put you out of your misery.
Say wham.
Don't mind him. He just drunk, that's all.
What a good movie.
It's awesome. Thank you, guys. Let us continue. Whoops. There we go.
And just use Creative Commons or
Thank you,
even
Sean.
follow Shadowdark with a tiny license in the book. Instead, you gotta search online for an 8-page PDF of legal jargon with some sections about termination that my non-lawyer brain raises an eyebrow at. So Daggerheart would absolutely benefit from
Buddy, it might be back working.
terminating this license and making a tiny license, or at the very least,
there we go.
giving us a breakdown of how it works.
Give me a...
And on that note, Daggerheart Success Procedure, Step 4. In-house tutorial videos. Critical Role already has several videos about the core mechanics of Daggerheart, character creation, leveling up, player tips, game mastering, and probably more to come. And they are a media company, so this is a no-brainer. But if you'll allow me to rant for a second, not even the special little rant I promised, we'll get there soon. I think it is foolish in this internet age for game publishers to not make their own tutorials. TTRPGs, big or small, are...
I agree.
Somebody stole Chris's wallet. Oh, man. I hope you find him and string him up.
Chris. Likely story.
That stinks.
Likely story.
I believe you.
All right, so you'll be hearing about Shadowdark at least as long as Daggerheart. Bold implication about Daggerheart's longevity. Bob, let's see how that works out for you. So I will drop this on you guys because we're kind of getting... He's kind of just kind of playing out the string here a little bit. But what if I told you there was a game that made $9 million on Kickstarter, a role-playing game, tabletop, Crazy Mouse? What would you say?
That's pretty successful.
Pretty successful.
I think they hit their goal.
Yeah. Would you think people, like, it would be pretty much a phenomenon? Like, I'd be talking about it. Every other YouTuber would be talking about it, right?
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah. Well, here it is. Avatar Legends, the role-playing game. $9.5 million, 81,000 people bought this game. It has not made a fart in the RPG world. Nobody talks about this game. Nobody plays this game. You'll go to any convention, even like, I'm assuming it might have been around for Gen Con maybe last year. Nobody was talking about this thing there. I mean, so
that's an average of $117 per pledge.
Yeah.
That's the average.
Yeah. Yeah, which, you get it. Look, I can see that. It's a little, I don't know. I did not follow this campaign. I did not back it. I have no interest in Avatar Legends, the role-playing game. This is the Airbender Avatar.
Avatar, like the movie?
No, this is the cartoon. Do you remember? I don't know if you've had any interaction with that.
Mm-mm.
It's called the Airbender. Basically, kind of like a Far Eastern, kind of fantasy. I don't know. It was okay. I mean, I think I watched a couple episodes when the kids were younger.
Pundin called it.
Yeah, you called it. Yeah. See, he knew it. But it just goes to show, I don't care how many pieces Daggerheart sold. How much of their product they've sold. If nobody plays it because it's a terrible game, does it really matter? I mean, I'm sure this Avatar game is probably awful too. Although I'd almost be willing to put even money that it's better than Daggerheart. That's how bad Daggerheart is.
Man, I've never heard of this.
It's Nickelodeon, guys. Is it a Nickelodeon show?
Yeah, Chris is saying it was a cartoon, like anime.
Oh yeah. It was. That's where it got its start. It was a cartoon, and I want to say it was on Nickelodeon. It was one of their big hits, obviously. Yeah, Ryan Nickelodeon. So I don't know. Again, you can't deny the Daggerheart. A lot of people have bought Daggerheart. I understand. But it's in the same respect, it's a fucking awful game.
Like textbooks. And when publishers just let random people on the internet be the primary teachers and ambassadors for their game, it means that whatever I say in a video about some indie RPG...
And there we go. I just want to highlight this. Old Zipper Tits.
Is that like he got his tops removed?
Yep. That is a prominent piece of art, because you were not here last week, Crazy Mouse. That is a prominent piece of Daggerheart art. That is right out of the book. Somebody was very kind to loan me their book. Nice pair of zipper tits. Female to male. Can't tell me it's anything else. Don't even try to tell me, well, it could be just a scar. It could be just matching scars on either side, because you probably can't tell because of the screen, but trust me, I zoomed in.
I can see it.
Yeah, I zoomed in. This is trans ideology in the book. There is a ton of ideology in the book. There's a shitload of safety tools about playing safe, all that fucking bullshit. Way over the top. Like way over the top. Probably even worse than D&D.
They're saying it's breast hair.
Yeah. You know what I think? I looked and I'm like, oh, that's what they're trying to do. They're going to say, oh, well, see, he just shaved his chest to,
She's
to
a man,
what?
baby, says Overkill.
Yeah. No, I see what you're doing. If you guys buy that bullshit, no, don't. Do not.
might be your first and only impression of that game, for better or for worse. So I'm not saying every game designer also needs to be a YouTuber. I'm saying publishers who don't devote any time or effort to onboarding outside of their book are taking a risk.
I will agree 100% with Bob here.
I actually like Bob. I don't dislike him at all. Like,
he's
passionate about what he does.
He's a lefty. We disagree, but like I said, I don't hate Bob.
That's what makes things interesting is people disagreeing every once in a while if they can do it politely.
Exactly, yeah. And I would hope that he would be one of those. Like, if I ever saw him at a convention, I would just, try to talk gaming, with Bob. He seems like a nice fellow. I will say
he does. He looks like a punter or a kicker.
He does, yeah. And he is right. If you're trying to sell something, you've got to try to do some kind of a platform to do it. I mean, look, you can rely on guys like me, if you who are starting to build something a little bit. But I mean, I can't get to everybody, and honestly, it's just kind of random who I like, and maybe who just kind of escapes my purview. Sometimes I just like people, and then I'll give you a hint. If you were nice to me early on, and Pundit was one of those. Pundit was one of those guys who shouted me out early. That's why I have a sense of loyalty to Pundit. I can't explain it, and then there's just certain people I like. Like I like Black Lodge. I know Pundit probably hates Black Lodge, and it's vice versa, but it's like, look, boys will be boys and all that, but I like them both. So I can't describe it. Pundit made a good Daggerheart video too. Check it out after the stream.
Stolen Wallet's got something to say.
Oh boy.
Someone stole his identity.
His deadbeat. In my experience, Kickstarter is more trouble than it's worth. The margins are very thin, and something as simple as shipping can bankrupt you. Well, if you don't plan ahead, half the Kickstarter, that fund yep. Boy, Kickstarter was probably happy about that. What a windfall. 9.5 million. Oof. Cal, $2. Try playing it safe on the streets of LA.
name is Toby.
We'll get there, buddy. Stay tuned.
All you need is a phone. And in Critical Role's case, this makes their YouTube channel an amazing one-stop shop for all things Daggerheart.
His duck hunt pictures changed again.
This is the one you've been
He's got the old
waiting for.
screen
Daggerheart Success Tactics
slideshow. Section
E for the easy one. Critical Role is really, really popular.
Play Dungeons and Dragons.
So was Avatar, and apparently still is.
So's fresh cut grass.
Yes. A lot of kids grew up watching Avatar, and then they get notified. They probably spent a shitload in marketing, and then said, "Oh, you mean there's an Avatar role-playing game? I'm in." Easy peasy Japanesey.
Yeah, who could have guessed that having the most popular RPG show of all time and being, one of the most famous game masters of all time, it's a nice position to be in when you publish your own game.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I don't begrudge them making bank. I begrudge them being anti-capitalists and making bank. Craig Bragg, $5. Thank you so much for bearing with us through all the technical issues.
Difficulties, but we
Yep.
got
Always something. It's always something. Gremlins, Ghost in the Machine. If I was playing a game and came across an NPC with top surgery scars, my greeting would be nice, nice tits, faggot. Had to kind of at the end there. Very funny though. Thank you, Craig. Badger, $5. I see Bob and can't help but think of Mr. Van Driesen from Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, he is. He's kind of his major was like ecology or something. He went over it in one of his recent videos.
But it is not the end-all be-all of why Daggerheart is popular and will last. And
it will not. I maintain it will not last.
I can prove it. What if I told you Daggerheart isn't Matt Mercer's first RPG? Yes, allow me to be your first and only impression of
Open Legend.
Open source RPG and Amarea's Dawn setting.
Did you ever hear of this?
I have not.
One of Matt Mercer's opening shots.
This game made a cool 100K on Kickstarter in late 2016, promising narrative gameplay, a variety of genres, fun dice mechanics, free commercial use, written by Matthew freaking Mercer and Ed freaking Greenwood, creator of the Forgotten Realms.
So Matt Mercer and Ed Greenwood made a role-playing game, and none of you have heard it. But it did make 100,000, which honestly is good. 100,000 is excellent for a Kickstarter. Have you people have not even heard of the title of this, let alone play it. You've never heard of anybody playing this game. Ryan Nicolai, $5, Double D. Acquiring massive sums of money is a fundamental aspect of being anti-capitalist. Yeah, educate yourself, bigot. It always seems to go that way, doesn't it, Ryan? Yeah. The ones who bitch most about it are the ones most reliant on it. Oh, you sailed the high seas. It was not that great. Yeah. Well, I did not have to sail the high seas, James Crow, Jimmy, as it were. Somebody loaned their copy to me, their digital copy, and I sent it right back when I was done.
And I only learned about this game when I was researching every TTRPG Kickstarter of the last 10 years. So why didn't this game, with Matt Mercer at the helm, take off like Daggerheart is now? Quite simple. Daggerheart's success, 0.6.
Mama's wrong
I already
again.
referenced the D&D license controversy of 2023, and you probably know that Daggerheart was one of several fantasy games announced in the wake of that event as indie publishers of all sizes scrambled to gobble up the goodwill.
Wait,
You're a hungry hippo.
Yeah, one of your favorites. By the way, over 240, that is a record. That is a record, by the way.
We're doing pretty good.
Guys are killing it. Patrick, $5.
Kenny's dead again. We need that drop.
Yes, remind me. I'll put that one. I can put up with some of Mercer's leftism. The only thing I can't tolerate is people unilaterally treating him like he's the Jesus Christ of GMs. Yeah, I mean, he's DMing for friends, and like I said, I don't think it's 100% scripted. I always maintain that it's kind of soft scripted a little bit. He kind of gives them cues, maybe little heads up, be ready. It just... From what little I've seen of it, it just kind of has that feel.
I guess the thing, if it was scripted, if they're lying about their roles, you know?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you don't give us a heads up of what's happening on Friday night.
Of course not.
But if we're not making our roles, in this last Friday night's game, Rogan's character almost died because I missed a roll.
Yeah.
And then I had a luck thing to re-roll it. But I shot a crossbow Han Solo style at him, at a rat behind him, and rolled a 1.
That was almost a roll for damage. Ryan Nicolai. I think he's earned something.
I love knowledge. Hey, Double D!
Love that one. $10 for Ryan. Thank you so much. I actually have played Open Legend. Oh my God. We got one here. I enjoyed it a lot. Holy smokes. I would play it again if I could find interested players. It's going the way of the buffalo is the bitterest of dregs.
Bitter dregs.
You got 2 for 1. You dirty rat.
Go ahead, throw Axel's up there, then we'll continue. It's WWE kayfabe. It sure is, Axel. Thank you very much.
By the publishers of D&D, Wizards of the Coast. But many people seem to ignore the fact that the OGL controversy only accelerated a trend that was already in motion. After about Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft in 2021, there was less excitement and more criticism around each D&D release. Oh yeah, I'm sure you in the comments loves Fizban's Treasury of Dragons, but no one else ever seems to talk about it. Then Strixhaven got a lot of discussion, but mostly about how silvery barbs ruined hundreds of people's campaigns. Then Mordenkainen's Monster...
Yeah, I'm sure that was... See, he is so disingenuous here. This is where I don't like Bob.
The Multiverse was a reprint that killed Xanathar's Guide and Voldo's Guide easily too.
All these late 5e releases, just for some reason, nobody was buying it. They didn't like what they were seeing. Gee, it wouldn't have anything to do with all the woke garbage that they were jamming through that caused people to be like, what the fuck is going on?
The best 5e books and Spelljammer. Everyone either complained about it not having...
If I were to play devil's advocate, maybe I'd rather make $9 million on a game, even if nobody plays it, than make nothing on a Heartbreaker. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. 9 million. Take the money and run.
Having ship combat, or about it having some really questionable lore and artwork, you get the point. The D&D...
So of all the things that have happened since 2021, all the shit that they have excreted out Wizards of the Coast, he chooses to focus on the Hadozi thing for Spelljammer. This is where, Bob, you are so disingenuous. You know why so many people didn't like it. And it's not just a few people. People can sense it when they pick up those books like Strixhaven and Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel and Tasha's. They could see, like, what is this fucking shit? Red Devil. Is that $6 or is that
is
$6? Jeez.
Thank you.
Daggerheart.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before. Daggerheart is made for the type of autist who inspired D&D horror stories. Yeah, like on Reddit. 90% of the game is explaining how to socialize like a decent IQ adult. Yeah, I guess that's where we're at societally, Red Devil.
Ship had sailed years before the OGL controversy. So that incident just made many more people finally acknowledge that D&D had been dropping the ball. Other games are producing cool stuff.
How are they dropping the ball? Oh, silvery barbs, that was the only thing?
And after nearly 10 years fiddling around with the same game, people just wanted to try something new. So sure, 10 years from now, Daggerheart may well be fading into the background, but I would be shocked if we do not have a new edition of D&D 10 years from now. I think the only reason Wizards would wait that long is so D&D 6th edition can come out at the 60-year anniversary of D&D. And when that day comes, here's my little rant, you ready? When that new edition of D&D comes out, I would love to see Dungeons & Dragons follow the 7th principle of Daggerheart's success, also seen in hundreds of other games. Put the core rules in one legitimate core rulebook. It's very simple.
Whether you're a player or game master, you only need the singular book to get started in Daggerheart.
I can buy this.
More than quick start adventures, free SRDs.
I mean, look, with Daggerheart, it just means there's all the mess is contained in one book. Thank God that, well, I mean, they would have bought it anyway. But, I mean, if you had to buy 3 of these books, oof.
And high quality video.
In the same respect, I do like the all-in-one. Dragon Slayer is all-in-one. Shadowdark is all-in-one.
Is Castles and Crusades or no?
CNC is not. It's traditional. It's the traditional 3
books.
3 books, yeah. And I'm not saying I hate it, but I can see where, in the future, let's just make one really, really good book for 400 pages.
That? Remember Guns N' Roses? They split up a CD into 2. Use Your Illusion 1 and Use Your Illusion 2.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah, way back in the day. I mean, look, it's more money for you. Obviously, I can see why they do it. But
Tutorials. That one book model is what makes it effortless for a reader or player of your game to stumble into those GM rules and realize, oh, yeah, I could run this game. I've said this before and I'll say it again. The company that started the trend of separating Dungeon Master rules into another book, that company isn't around anymore. I wonder why. Lots of reasons, really, but that's one of them. So the only valid excuse...
I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that.
...for splitting up the core is when
not
you
sure
have
that's one of the
so
reasons
many
TSR
rules and
would...
so many pages that they can't feasibly fit in one book. That's fine. But then I'm like, why would I bother to read your 800-plus page game to play make-believe with dice? I would much rather just reread The Lord of the Rings or something. Okay, rant over. Thanks again to our sponsor. Thanks to the Bob World Builder patrons for making all this possible. They do get some extra rant-style content from time to time. Keep building.
Keep building. Now, what if I told you, Crazy Mouse, somebody heard that I was doing a video on Daggerheart?
What if I told you that someone handed out a subscription?
What if I told you I knew it was probably going to be Mercurius, who sent one Diversity and Dragons
Jimmy's the one that got it.
Jimmy. Good job, boys. Thank you, Mercurius, as always. It is much appreciated. It really is. Guess he's back.
I am going to call this a preemptive strike.
Bats.
Who do you think he's preemptive striking?
Harmony Ginger.
Let's see if you're right.
Because Double D is going to do a stream tonight, and I'm pretty sure he's going to talk shit about me.
All right, so Scout's honor.
We weren't planning
I
on
wasn't even. You weren't even on my mind, Condor. Not even on my mind. Then
Well, you
somebody
could actually prove it. Don't you have the production notes
I'm
written
sure.
down?
Yeah, I'm sure somewhere. Yeah. Well, I didn't mention him in the title anywhere, but he just assumed it was gonna be him.
Well, he mentions he's going to talk about Daggerheart and YouTubers, or crying about Daggerheart. I assume that's going to somehow involve me because I know he doesn't like me.
That's not true.
Just let's think about the logic there for a moment. He's going to talk about Daggerheart and YouTubers. All right, I didn't say Daggerheart and YouTubers. I said Bob. I was very specific about. Check the title of the video, guys. Does it not say Bob Daggerheart? I said something about YouTubers not liking ice. This would prove that you are not very good at reading comprehension, Condork. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see what he has to say. I'm gonna guess he's gonna comment on my voice. I don't think it's deep enough for him.
So I figured I'd do a little, counter to that before it even happens. So let's go over who Double D is.
Oh, this ought to be good.
He's got a heater in his hand, doesn't he?
He does. Hold on, before you start.
Yeah. Ultra American $2. Just waiting for the Million Miles track to play. Yeah.
He's a guy who doesn't have the merit to be the big YouTuber that he is. And what do I mean? He doesn't have the merit.
Yeah. Crazy Mouse, do you think I have the merit to be a big YouTuber?
Let him go, Kenny. Remember in that episode of that I sent you when Charles was talking about he wore his uniforms in the shower so they could get washed? Let him finish, Kenny.
He doesn't have the talent. He doesn't have the charisma. He doesn't have the it factor. He has some cheap tricks, and without them, he would be a small YouTuber most people would ignore. One of his main
if he didn't have talent and it factor, everybody would ignore him.
Tricks is going after people a crowd doesn't like. Really easy. Attack somebody, get your boost in views and your subs. People follow you because they're happy that you went out and attacked that person that they.
He has kind of a simian quality, doesn't he? Like kind of like an ape in a cage, just kind of. I don't know. I'm getting like
Coco the monkey.
Yeah, I'm getting that sort of thing. Like he's kind of walking a little.
Well, imagine you had that experience. You got an uptick, and then you figured out. Well, you need more of that, and everything else you're doing is not creating that. It's not getting you more views.
Good to
you're
see
not
you.
Getting more subs
with a banger.
Because you simply don't have the talent. And on top of that, he talks about tabletop role-playing games. Go watch him game. He sucks.
What?
Right? So that's not going to draw him views or subs. Just him talking in general about a topic doesn't draw him views and subs.
I did a video. My last video has like 7,000 views. For a 7,000 view channel, that's pretty good. That's like a 1-to-1 ratio. Condor last
7,000 subs, 7,000 views.
Yeah. Roughly speaking. Condor, last I looked at this video, you had maybe 50 views.
And that includes the one you gave him.
Yeah, I gave him a couple because I had to go back to it. Mercurius, $5 Australian. Condor DM has the it factor. The cousin it factor. Well done, Mercurius. Well done. Patrick, $2. Condork. Real life Hidozi with an intelligence of 6. Hey, as Sly Stallone once said, he drew first blood. Looks like the brutish Kryptonian villain from Non, right? Wasn't that his name?
He was also in Young Guns.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was the guy, the teacher of the orphanage home.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Gets him the same crowd he already has, but gets him nobody new. The only thing that grows Double D's channel is attacking people the crowd is angry with. And when you hear this guy try to talk shit, it's weak. He has a soft bitch voice.
Oh boy.
Yeah. All right, so I did scout ahead a little. You guys at home, open up a beer or a bottle of whiskey. take a drink every time he says I have a soft voice.
Oh boy, someone's getting liquored up.
Spring Gypsy for $2 over on Rumble. God, is he still living at home? There's no sex going on in that bedroom. Well, no, after his brother ran off with his wife. You know what? I figure he keeps saying that I keep saying that, even though long ago I apologized and said, oh, I'm sorry. I guess we just misunderstood. He still keeps saying it. So now, motherfucker, I'm just going to run with it. How does it feel to have a brother run off with your wife? Oh, my Lord. Shark, $10.
That's awesome.
Thank you very much, Rich.
Let me find this something.
Like, you've got ogres.
It's got the ogres.
Got some ogres.
Good games have blood, fire, war, and hatred, and fine cigars, and good tequila. They don't have card decks, tokens, or stuffed animals for an RPG. Well said, brother. Well said. Semper Fi. Mac Thompson, $4.99. Condork made a video attacking someone on the subject of why it's bad to attack someone.
That's so ironical.
Staggers, yeah. I wrote a comment, but I think he's blocked me from his channel. So I pointed that out and said, really, Condor? Is this what you're doing? Is this what you're doing? Come on now. Bruce for $5. Nice try on the drinking game, Double D. I know a sucker's bet when I see one. I choose life and my liver.
I mean, he sounds like a bitch when he's trying to talk shit about you. I guess, though, to nerds in the old school part of the tabletop role-playing game hobby, I mean, there's a lot of guys that sound really weak that they seem to think are tough fucking people, right? I'm like, well, Double D has a soft bitch voice. I mean, that's how anyone would describe it outside of your echo chamber.
Outside.
But somehow, because that soft-spoken guy talks, I guess, some shit about what people like Scott Garibay and me, suddenly he's tough. And man, he's somebody to take serious. The guy has no talent.
Like how he was standing on that one. Guy has no talent.
I like Yoda in the background right there.
Oh, yeah, he's got the Yoda to the right. Yeah. Great lighting, Condor. You've only been doing this, 10, 15 years on YouTube?
Bats.
Yeah. Same effort that went into his game goes into his videos. At least he's actually doing this now. This is far more entertaining, Condor. DB2. So this is what a dwarf with Down syndrome looks like. Ouch.
Stop it.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. Come on now. Come on. Down syndrome people are very loving. This guy is nasty.
Honestly, he could not grow
That's mold, Bleaker. Good to see you, Bleaker.
his channel off of just his own talent alone. Just talking to you, entertaining you, he can't do it.
But I do it.
People sub to him right now if it was the only path he ever took. If he did not attack people to grow his channel, the guy would be dead in the water. Dead on arrival. Now, if the
Yep. All right. What is this monkey
the
going
guy
to do?
would just shut the fuck up about me, he wouldn't have to hear me keep coming out and telling the world the truth about him. See, he lies about me. He's taking videos where he's taking something out of context, I prove it, and then he goes back, takes the same piece out of context, and plays it again just to show you how two-faced he is.
This is where he just lies because he's talking about his wife leaving with his brother, which he made some comment, which apparently wasn't in regard to that. We said it once, had a laugh, and that was it. And then he said, "You lied about me. You lied about me." So we said, "Oh, all right. Well, we believe you. Sorry about that one." And now every video he does about me, he says, he lied about me, and he continues to lie about me. Motherfucker, I don't continue to lie about you. I've said before that, yeah, fine. All right, your wife didn't run off with your brother. Except now, because it doesn't matter, I'm going to keep saying it. How does it feel to have your brother porking your ex-wife?
He can't win the argument honestly, and he can't take a shot at me honestly. So when he talks his shit, the only thing I have to do is come out here and tell you the truth about this soft bitch voice guy.
Was that 4?
Who's a weak little man who has no talent and uses
6'4",
other people who do
205,
have talent
anytime.
like me to grow his channel. It's going to be more entertaining.
You got to come down here though. We don't go up to our 51st state. You gotta come down here.
Playing that video with me talking before he talks shit. When you get to the part
the high
where he
ground up in
talks shit about
Halifax.
me, he has a soft bitch voice. It's boring. That's it. The only thing people are happy with is the fact that he's saying something negative about me. I mean, it's just that's the crowd, right? The mob. foaming at the mouth because I'm a critic who said some things that hurt their fucking feelings. Well, just like that insecure crowd, even their YouTubers like Double D are weak, insecure people who pretend to be something they're not. Because when you examine them, what they're pretending to be, you can clearly tell they're not. These aren't smart-ass, tough-talking guys. These are weak, insecure people. And even the topics he goes after it's showing you how weak and insecure he is. Like, what are you mad about this week, Double D? Some guy said something about a fucking kids game, and so you lost your shit? Yeah, so you're just going to let the world know that you lost your shit and that you're an insecure old man?
This is a guy who makes like 3 videos a day going after the OSR. Condor, how could you be so tone deaf? It's truly incredible. Golly dwarf, Adino. That hits with me, Adino, because I'm actually reading for the first time the Dragonlance series. I knew what they were before because I ran the adventure many, many moons ago. Getting my voice low for Condor's sake. TWB for $5. Come on, Double D. You know he wants an ASMR from you. Yeah, there might be something to that.
Something there.
Anytime, Condor. I'm your Huckleberry. Do we have that one? A special $1.99 drop?
I got you now.
That's that one. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we don't. Yeah, maybe I didn't put that one up. Yeah, it's all right.
You know, Quasimodo predicted all this.
Who did what?
And I'm going to have a bunch of people that will like it and will sub to me. I'm like, yeah, other insecure little men like you, right? They'll all follow you. I get it. You're a YouTuber who has an audience base of weak, insecure men online. I get there's a lot of...
He's calling you guys weak. He's calling you weak. DB, $5. I subbed to Double D because when listening to him and Mouse and Rogan too, I'm like, I want that dude at my table. Also love that silky bitch voice. You have a way with words there, sir. Yeah. Anytime. Thank you, DB. Excuse me. Halaster, good to see you again. $2. Don't listen to him. I love your voice. See, the love is pouring in. Condor, what you wouldn't do for a thimbleful of this love and affection. You know, the kind that your wife denied you. Ryan Nikolai, $2. It's his hair's middle part that does it for me. Yeah. He's like from the 1920s. You know, he's like a pole sitter from like the 1920s. Stop the drinking game, Double D. Some of us are dying of alcohol poisoning. Oh, he's not done yet, Patrick. He's not done. His inability to self-reflect has most of us doomed to cirrhosis of the liver.
Those people in our hobby, especially
remember that video, Amber Lamp.
in the old school. So I get why, YouTube has worked out for you, but even they find you boring outside of you attacking people. So unless you play to their insecurities, you can't even get that crowd. Double D, that's how much you suck. So Double D is going to go after some new game, Daggerheart. But I got to ask you, regardless to what he says about Daggerheart,
I like the way he says Daggerheart.
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 Jägermeister.
We're going to play some Daggerheart, eh? Go get some...
Old Navy's reference right here from Chris.
I'm taking Old Navy folding board. He knows how to get on the board. He knows how to play the game, people. If you want to get into Crazy Mouse's good graces...
Another 3 from the corner.
He runs the chats, yeah. Start aping Chris Miller.
Or the people that made Daggerheart...
Daggerheart,
what does Double D bring to the hobby?
Hey, get some Molson and Daggerheart.
We got Daggerheart.
You got some back bacon and Molson?
Daggerheart.
We got some Daggerheart.
Daggerheart.
Anything?
Axel, what do you got
does
for
he bring anything other than just...
Bring it. Retype it. I got you.
Yep.
Send it again.
Just put the dollar amount. Just write the dollar amount. We'll read it.
Serving himself. Like he uses the old school... But is he bringing anything to the old school that might make you think...
Hey,
you hoser.
Take off, you hoser. He's like Bob and Doug McKenzie's retarded brother.
He's not really using the hobby for his own ends. He brings something positive, something good to the hobby.
There you go.
There we go. Axel, $2.
Thank you.
They are not sending their best. They are certainly not, my friend. They are certainly not. Don't know what happened on that one.
Yeah.
Don't know if it just maybe slipped through or nothing.
Yep.
But yeah, you guys can always do that. Just tell us. We'll do it like that. We'll give it the proper kudos.
Absolutely.
And respect it deserves. And thank you for all your super chats, Axel, and all you other guys and your memberships, here and on Rumble, everywhere. You're making this boy, blush with all the love. MagnaQuam. I don't know if I've ever heard that name
But I
before.
like it.
I do like it. $4.99. Wonder what I was thinking about this today. What would he think back in the day of Mike Tyson's voice?
Yeah, what would he say
He's
to that?
He's got a soft bitch voice. Okay.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, best of luck.
So it makes up for
Thank
all
you,
the
Maggie.
negative. Does he bring anything whatsoever to the tabletop role-playing game hobby that would make up for all the shit that he brings to the hobby?
I've been published more than a couple times. By the end of the year, I hope to have a very successful book on its, in process, on its way. So yeah, I do contribute. And if you saw a couple weeks ago, I highlight young, up-and-coming creators. Black Lodge Games.
Hit their goal.
Yeah. Wonkee.
Hit his goal.
Chris Miller and...
Gonna sell out.
Chris Miller and Pundit. Yep.
Check the Walmart website.
I do stuff. Yeah.
You got that one from Chris.
Nothing.
We got Edgelord for here, right here, buddy.
You want a Daggerheart, eh? You want a Daggerheart, you hoser? Take off. Thank you for your donation, Patrick. $5. Thanks for the donation, eh?
Hey.
I mean, he brings less than nothing.
We got you, Wonkee.
Right? The guy shows up.
Love you, brother.
Uses the hobby.
Greg Bragg, find a clip from Strange Brew to use as a reward. Yeah. I'll write that down, actually.
That one...
In the worst way.
Daisy, if you do.
Plays to people's
and Kenny's
insecurities.
Daisy,
causes conflict
Kenny.
between people. Causes people in a
Fucking
hobby
done.
that should be socializing and getting along to argue, hate each other, and everything else. And in the process of him wrecking the hobby.
Now I am wrecking the hobby.
What have you done to the hobby?
I don't. Double D. Bad boy. You're bad.
He's an MMA fighter?
Cauliflower ear. I don't think that's cauliflower ear, unless it's his right one. I can't see him being physical. He smokes too much. He just looks woefully out of shape. I mean, I'm not saying I can identify the tough guys all the time. He doesn't strike me.
Hey, you
as
never
a tough
know.
guy. You never know.
We worked with a girl at the grocery store I worked at, and underneath her uniform, she had a unbelievable body.
Mm-hmm.
Deb Munson. Give him a shout out.
Yeah.
Unbelievable body. No one knew it underneath her uniform.
Yeah.
Then one night she showed us her titties, and it was like unbelievable what she was smuggling in there.
Everybody's eyes went like the wolf.
It was crazy.
Yeah. Osiris Zorad, $5. Double D is one of the few brave conservative voices on YouTube in the RPG game sphere. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Also, Matt Mercer, better credit Gaming Gang in Daggerheart. Yeah, or he's going to... Jeff McAleer will throw a conniption, Osiris. Thank you very much. I do appreciate
Check
that.
this out. We got a first timer.
Ooh.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
Never. Hail! Been following and lurking for over a year. Here's my money just to say, F that skunk-haired Canuck. Attaboy. Warren, give in to the dark side of the force, you knob. Shark. Too much, buddy. $10. Give him something new, something maybe we haven't heard. Go to that last page, maybe. See if there's something there.
Wait.
You give me ideas.
That's what. Wait.
Give him
Not about money.
I got one for you. Okay.
Not about money. It's about sending a message.
That's right. It's about sending the message. Shark. Condor is such a weak baby. He doesn't know a damn thing about being hard or authentic. I wouldn't think so. Condor wouldn't last 5 minutes in the core. What does he know about real men? He whines like a little bitch girl. Mm-hmm. Yep. Amen, brother. Thank you so much, Shark. Like I said, good to talk to you yesterday. And thank you for all you guys for being part of the chat. Record tonight. It's a record.
He gets paid off.
Yeah, we should.
Write that one down.
Yeah, I'll pull something from Gunny.
And the reason he has to wreck the hobby to do so is because if it were left to his own talent, charisma, and having the it factor, well, he has none of that. So he can't get support from the hobby. He can't make anything from the hobby off his...
Well, you can't have it both ways. If I'm boring and my content sucks, I must have something because you admit that I do have the numbers. So which is it?
Own effort, period. He has to use other people, attack other people, and use the hobby. And how convenient. When he started finally noticing he can get some people on his side, he jumped from the new school to the old school. It just...
What?
What new school? What old school?
Exactly. It's just fantasy now. Condor, I've been playing, D&D and RPGs since 1981.
Sounds to me like the guy will just jump in whatever fucking bandwagon is going to get him a hit. He doesn't give a fuck about...
So if I was jumping on a bandwagon, wouldn't I be on the Shadowdark bandwagon, retard? Wouldn't I be on the D&D 2024 bandwagon?
The old school doesn't give a fuck about the new school. The only thing that guy gives a fuck about Double D is himself.
Is Shadowdark new school? Because I'm fine with Shadowdark. I like it. What are you talking about? A wrestling shoot should not last longer than 2 or 3 minutes. Yeah, this is going a little long.
And using you to get him a hit. So you got to understand that when you're watching and you're cheering for him, he's taking a wrecking ball to the hobby that you love, and you're cheering him on while he does it.
Should we do came in like a wrecking ball?
I think he was spanking his hand like he likes to spank booties. Remember that?
Yes.
And he's bringing nothing. He's not entertaining you through his talent or charisma.
Not no
The only
cauliflower ear. He's got
entertainment factor
cauliflower
you're getting
mouth.
is
Yeah.
That guy you really don't
Mush
like,
mouth.
he's attempting to make that guy look like a fool and call him out. And you're happy about that. But even when we get down to the shit talk, where Double D is shit talking the person after he pauses a video, it's boring. He has a soft voice, and he sounds like
I beg to differ.
He sounds exactly like you would expect him to sound, like a bitch, because he is a bitch.
That's 6,
right? Anyway, there. I just preemptive strike done. There, talk all your shit about me tonight, Double D. I don't give a fuck, pussy.
Did
well. Thanks for the content.
Yes.
You weren't even part of the production meeting.
I slipped you in at the last
you made
minute.
it. Congrats.
People love this content so much. They were generous, gave super chats. I probably earned more in super chats during this watch of your video than you have views, Condor. Let that sink in.
Anyway, I love you, at least most of you, not Double D.
I think he means that your campaign takes place in Birthright and misses the point of why your group left 5e for Castles and Crusades. Maybe. I've been very open, that we used to always kind of do, whatever the current edition of D&D, we were like everybody. Oh, let's keep up with it. It's D&D. It's D&D. And then, it's till it started to not be D&D. Daggerheart. I hate Canucks. Says Sweet Tea 23 for $1. Oh, come on. You can't spend more than $1? Come on. Daggerheart.
Daggerheart.
I'll be hearing that in my dreams tonight. All right.
Wonkee's got an emphatic one for you.
Pussy. Yes, he is. All right, so this comes from a channel called 3Die6 Down the Line.
Hold on. Nothing says I don't give a shit like posting a 15-minute video.
Yeah, exactly. It was only 8, but it seemed like it was probably 15 as we watched it. But yeah, this came from one of my fans on X. Can't remember the name right now. If I can before the end, I'll thank him. But thank you very much. You know who you are. Who sent this to me? This will dovetail into our weekly look at what's going on in the broader world rather than just gaming. Go ahead and grab Max there if you would. Mac for $2. Almost. Condork gets more attention on Double D's channel than his own. Yeah, well, some might say, gee, that's probably why he made that video. But are you, in the words of Maximus, are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
Was that low enough for you, Condor? Are you not entertained?
Hey, everyone. Welcome back to 3D6 Down the Line.
Never heard of these guys. They seem to only make live play videos. Now, if I was coming across this, I'd be like, oh, yeah. Looks like four normal dudes.
We're going to go right here.
Oh, you want one more, eh? I'll give you one. I'll give you a Daggerheart. I'll give you 2 Daggerhearts. Maybe 3 Daggerhearts.
No runs, no drips, no errors.
There, Daggerheart, $20, eh?
Daggerheart.
Thank you very much, Sweet Tea. No, that is very generous.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I don't know these guys. I still don't know them. I don't know if we'll ever do anything, with them again. But hey, they put themselves out there, so I'm putting them in front of you.
The most criminally underwatched actual play series on the internet. This is episode 112 of the Halls of Ardenvool Mega Dungeon by Richard Barton, using a heavily modified version of the old school Essential Systems by Necrotic Gnome. It is June 8th, the year of our Lord 2025. And I just want to make clear, this is the opinion of 3D6 down the line. Fuck ice. Fuck them.
Yes.
There you go. As if we needed these 4 old guys' views on immigration and ice. Okay.
Resist.
Guy just gave the finger in the upper right corner. Thank you, David, for that. Resist. Resist what? What are you resisting? The hiding of illegals.
Into it. My name is John. I'm the referee for the evening. And going around the horn, we have.
He does sound like Harry Shearer. That's a good pull, JP.
Hi, I am David Fuck Ice.
He almost slipped and said "fuck ass." I mean ice.
The man currently playing Upior, the Fuck Ice magic user.
Hi everyone, Fuck Ice. This is Matt. I play Wolfhead Fuck Ice Cheek, 7th level fighter, and I'm going to have to wash my mouth out with soap now.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ted Fuck Ice Mortis J. Gagliano.
So cringy. It's just so fucking cringy.
Probably is part of the problem rather than the solution, but he's learned to question authority.
Yeah, so we all hate immigration laws now. I just want to remind some of those folks, if you happen to be listening, if some of them wandered here, what a difference 10 years makes. What a difference.
I want to say more about this third issue because it generates the most passion and controversy. Even as we are a nation of immigrants, we're also a nation of laws. Undocumented workers broke our immigration laws, and I believe that they must be held accountable, especially those who may be dangerous. That's why over the past 6 years, deportations of criminals are up 80%. And that's why we're going to keep focusing enforcement resources on actual threats.
So what's the difference? Trump is trying to do the exact same thing, enforce the immigration laws.
Wasn't there a statistic about Barack Obama deported way more people than Donald Trump?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, like 3 million, I think.
Oh, thank you, Mac. Yep. He didn't have the numbers for me, but
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think it's like 3 million. Got Felicia Day, if you want to bring it back to the nerd culture. Oh, the LA riots are mostly peaceful protests and are a manufactured crisis. This is Fandom Pulse. You can check that out. John F. Trent, good dude. Check out Fandom Pulse. Let's
large group of people. It could turn very volatile if you move law enforcement in there in the wrong way and turn what is just a bunch of people having fun watching cars burn into a massive confrontation and altercation.
Yeah, he just said people having fun watching cars burn.
Mm-hmm.
You do not hate the media enough, whether it's local, national. It's that quote from 1984. The party's greatest, invective was to make you deny what you were seeing. Deny what you're seeing and hearing. It was actually their most important one too. So don't believe what's in front of your eyes, what you see and what you hear. Believe what we tell you instead. It is straight out of 1984. And it's getting to the point now, I've said it before, I'm finding it hard to countenance people who believe this. If you watch this and say, oh yeah, it's just people having fun watching cars burn, I'm pretty soon I'm just going to say, what is the matter with you? Are you retarded? Patrick Demo, $2. So amused with themselves. Yeah, about as funny as cancer. Yeah, those are the 3-6 down the line crew. Yeah, you can die of boredom by watching one of their live plays, I'm sure.
Between officers and demonstrators.
All right, so let's see. It's just people having fun watching cars burn, right? What's up, Doc? Is it? Oh, there we go. Yeah, fun in San Francisco, right? This is just a day or two ago. There you go. Those are people just having fun watching cars burn. There we go. Oh, here's a non-violent protester. Oh, there we go. This is, I think, up in Seattle. Too low. Right in the noggin with them rubber bullets. Yep. Just peaceful protest, guys. Nothing violent at all. Just guys watching, lighting their, toasting their marshmallows and their wieners around a car fire. And here we go. Yep. Breaking into, what is this, a jewelry store, an iPhone store. There we go. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to figure out if there's a demographic at work here. It's funny, they stole all these iPhones, and I guess iPhones have a feature where they will shut down, and then like this message blares like you stole this phone, and then like this huge, you know how like when your car alarm goes off, like it's almost that loud. It's hilarious. So they literally had to drop the phones on the street because they couldn't stop the phones from like blaring like that. It was the funniest thing. Yeah, I agree. Oh, you got to watch this one closely, guys. Pay attention here. Smoke. Where'd that come from? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's a guy shooting. There's your peaceful LA protests. Yeah. So fuck that.
Welcome to beautiful Hollywood. What is your dream?
So who you got? Are you in that America or are you in this America? Which one you got? Are we in serious America or, you know, just silly and stupid and violent America? You can't run away from it. They're not going to let you run away from it. So you might as well take your stand now and just say, no, I'm not with those people. I don't care. If you're here in the country illegally, just like Obama said 10 years ago, you got to go back. We're going to deport your fucking ass. It's bullshit. They're riding over the same stuff that Obama said 10 years ago, and they didn't say a word. The most hypocritical people. Oh, there she is. You saw her in the thumbnail.
Oh boy.
Are you ready? This one, we got, as the Joker said in Batman, we got a live one here.
Oh, son of a gun. You thought I was going to say son of a bitch, didn't you?
She looks just like him.
Yes. All right.
On my page and say that people should be in this country legally. Don't fucking do it. This is ridiculous. It's inhumane.
Oh my Lord.
You are
what
human
is this?
being.
Mad Relic, 3,000
somethings.
I don't know.
What do you want? Let me know.
Yeah. It sounds like a lot.
Crisco kisses.
We'll give you. When in doubt, give him the Crisco kisses.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much, Mad Relic. As a dual citizen, Mexican-American with a Chilean residency, I would like to say, F those non-legal rioters for making our people look bad. Yeah, so many of folks who are here legally. And remember, Trump got a shitload of the Latino vote. And they are the ones who don't like this any more than, we do. So absolutely. Thank you so much, Mad Relic. I don't know how much that is. I don't know if I should gush overboard, then find out it's like for $1.50. Like when you do the. There we go. Three equals $3. There you go. That's okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Johnny on the spot there, Crazy Mouse, doing the currency. I still love it. And thank you so much. We don't get enough Chileans here. Pinochet. Oops, sorry, I can't say that. Doc Flamingo, $5. California. CA should be declared in rebellion. Oh, yeah, California should be declared in rebellion. I see what you're saying. And stripped of all federal funding and its electoral votes. Ooh, you would see some freakouts then, would you not, Doc? Yeah. But it's true. I mean, they are practically in rebellion. See DB's up there for 2. Just go up a little bit. There we go. See, orcs are white people.
Stop it.
Easy. Thanks,
Dare
DB.
use Jesus' name or God's name in this and say that this is what he would want and pretend to be a Christian because you're not. This is pure evil. You are scum of the earth. These are people. These are mothers. These are fathers. These are human beings.
Her shirt has such a wide collar. Like, she pulls on her own shirt a lot.
Yeah. She got probably some really that nose.
She got some meth going on here. So, no, her teeth are too good.
Maybe she's drunk a lot. She looks like remember the Heat Miser's nose from Year Without a Santa? It's like really, really rosy at the red. Even Santa Claus, I think, in those. That's what it reminds me of. I have never seen a nose like that, like cartoony red. Yeah, some orcs are actually intimidating. Yes, says Surly.
All you care about is where they are geographically. Shame on you. Do better. Be better.
Wow.
That was edited for content, too.
All right, guys. Sad news.
Canceled. I don't know what we would be celebrating freedom where. So if I see any of y'all little fuckers celebrating 4th of July, you're trash. And just know that 4th of July is canceled. Thank you. Bye.
Do you know next year is 250 years?
Oh, I guess it would be, yeah.
I
knew that was going to fall.
They have a name for it, but I don't know how to pronounce it.
The sesquicentennial or something. They had it for our city, remember? Look at all these real D&D players in LA, yes, said Red Devil. What doesn't the U.S. offer these people? A free plane ticket to the socialist or communist country of their choice. Yeah, they get a little touchy when it comes to that. They don't actually want to go to Venezuela where it has failed. Not communism, remember, just socialism. I remember being in bulletin boards back in the early 2000s. Oh no, Chavez, he's not a communist. He's just a socialist. Yeah, how's Venezuela doing these days? Shark for 5. Ancient Rome knew how to handle traitors, rebels, and violent agitators very well. Yes, I believe they called it a decimation. Overkill Joe blows her nose in her shirt. Yeah, probably. Spring Gypsy, $2. Thank you so much. LA.
That's the one that from Rumble.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Doing the Lord's work tonight. LA is starting to look like a gamma world with Mexican flags. Probably. Oh, Luke Gygax ranted to me about posting an anti-illegal memes on Facebook. He told me, do better. So I posted 5 more. Yes,
you dirty rat.
He is such a disappointment, isn't he? I don't hate Luke, but God, he is such a disappointment. Sells his own father down the river to these lunatics. Badger, too. They love the fruit, but hate the tree. Yep. Oh, I love this one. A little setup here, if you listen. Sister here. This is why, like I said, you always gotta. You can't ever just say it's all X people or all this people or that people. Sister here just wants to go to work, and these lunatics that you're seeing right here are like blocking her.
What about my kids? Look at this. That's what happens to my kids. But you can if you could just move out the way. You're not going to. How is this a peaceful protest if there's nothing to peace? No, it's not.
How do y'all as white people feel about stopping a black woman from going to work?
Oh no, not work.
Love how he just like, you can just tell that guy has not had a job like in 5 years.
In a while, right?
Yeah, long time.
I care so much.
So you don't care about stopping black people from going to work?
Look at this line that you guys are causing. I'm not causing no problems. I'm not trying to. We're just trying to leave.
I feel those are the people that's why I hate these people so bad, because you see how the shrapnel of these lunatics affects just normal people's lives. Poor sister there just wants to go to work. She just wants to earn money probably for her family.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got, granola bar white dude who hasn't had a fucking job in 10 years.
Trust fund baby.
Yeah, trust fund kid. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep,
you can
Travis
tell.
was all over that. Yep.
Yeah, he was a little too clean for, to be living in, the Roach Motel. And then of course, the standard middle-aged, white woman with salt and pepper hair, already a fucking lunatic, as you're looking at her, preventing this sister from going to work because they're quote unquote protesting. Fuck you, piece of shit. Fuck you. Asterion, $5. If you want to see something funny, look up Rev Jojip status. Oh boy. I think Crazy Mouse will probably do that. Might be the greatest car commercial of all time. Remind me of that one. Rev Jujip. Thank you, Asterion.
If an immigrant family knocked on your door and asked you to hide them in your attic, would you? Because that's where we're at.
I would. And then I'd call ICE and say, got an easy one for you.
If you support ICE or Donald Trump, your soul is dog shit.
Are those dimples or
piercings?
piercings?
That's piercing. Yeah, it's got. Yeah, you kidding me? God would not favor such a behemoth with dimples.
Intellect is dog shit, and your looks are dog shit.
Ooh, yeah. Why do they always go there? It's like one of those ones. It's like, yeah, just leave well enough alone. Don't go down the looks road, honey.
And if you get into a conversation with someone like me, and you're like, "Oh, I didn't know."
Did she eat the cow?
You're dog shit. And so I think the greatest thing you could do right now is get some cinder block slippers and go jump into the lake.
Ice, baby. Where are all of Trump's cheerleaders? Don't you guys see what he's doing in LA? Why are you not celebrating? Isn't this exactly what you wanted?
Yes, we are.
This is what you voted for.
This is called building a straw man argument. I mean, she's making it seem like we don't like what's going on. We do. You have to start getting these people out. No matter how much you babies whine, cry, throw a temper tantrum, and try to kill people. It still has to be done.
Killing people. Yeah, you did.
Yep. Travis, I voted for it.
Actually separate families and rip people apart and throw them in prisons. And
they're not separating family. They're deporting the whole family.
Send them back to their country with no resources and nothing to help them. Yes, you did. We didn't know he was actually going to do all the stuff that he said in Project 2025. But didn't you read it? Some of you said that's actually why you voted for him. Right?
Love how she's trying to be so poignant here. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Like so dramatic effect. Isn't this what you wanted? Yeah.
So shouldn't you be like so happy right now?
Betty Boop hit the wall.
I just saw that too.
You actually got exactly what you voted for.
Comment
you
of the
guys should
night.
be so proud of yourselves.
Ice, baby. Fuck ICE, fuck Trump supporters. If you agree with what they're doing in California, fuck you too.
Ooh.
Has he got clay on his face?
That is ink.
Oh.
Man, just always a... it's like I understand, all right, maybe for status, put some of those on your arm, maybe your chest if you have to. But I mean, it's dark ink on a brown canvas. It's only going to look so good. That just looks like... Look, my boy here just said you had clay on your face. I bet you thought there was like something intricate about that. I mean, oof. Yeah. Yeah, something tells me he's your hookup.
Fuck you too.
Yeah, exactly, Warren. Yeah, they want to be part of the U.S. while they're holding Mexican flags. Give me a freaking break.
I want to make something very clear. If you
I'll need control for a
make
second.
a
You got it.
joke about the protests in LA, the fact that people in LA are standing up against ICE, against the Trump regime, against fascism, against the kind of Nazi-era tactics that the Gestapo would do.
This guy doesn't look right. There we go. There's your picture. Burned down car, waving a Mexican flag. It's all you need to see. It's all you need to see.
Back in the 30s and 40s of Germany. If you make fun of that, if you make light of that, you're part of the problem. I had to unfollow someone who's an aspiring actor.
Oh no.
And they made a joke. Just kind of, oh, it's another day in LA kind of thing. I was disgusted by it. I unfollowed them.
They'll miss you.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I fell asleep listening to you with those,
I was going to say
those pauses.
Boy, if this is the way...
Check the cake.
You sure Condor wasn't talking about this guy?
If you don't like it, you should fucking leave. If you don't like it, you need to move to insert place here, since you like that place better. No, bitch. I'm here out of spite now, motherfucker. I was born here, and you best believe I'm gonna fucking die here now. Leaving would give you motherfuckers peace. And I'm not about giving hateful pieces of shit peace. And if you don't believe me, go ask my baby daddy.
No, boy.
Go ask my baby daddy. There it is. All you need to know. All you need to know. Every liberal who puts out a video like this seems so unintelligent.
They talk about this peace and like, oh, blah, blah. They're so violent.
Oh, yeah, that's just it. I mean, it's...
Just you wait till he gets out of jail.
Yeah, the baby daddy. You can start to kind of we see so many of these, and we'll probably see many more. You can just kind of start to profile them, can't you? Like, ooh, I see that person. Don't you find yourself doing that now, Crazy Mouse, a little bit? Like, I know this person's act almost before they open their mouth.
Yep.
Like, you see a lot of people, doing what you do, especially, doing Uber, giving rides to people. So I'm sure you can probably tell the ones that are just a little bit unhinged.
Warren says, give him a ticket.
Yeah. Yep. Immediatamente.
That motherfucker hates my goddamn...
Badger just wants a shout out.
You guys. Yeah. Oh, it seems like a great idea.
Guts, and I get
fucking
fucking joy out of it. So don't kink shame me, motherfucker. I enjoy watching you guys get triggered over the fact that I don't like what America's turning into. I enjoy watching you motherfuckers get triggered at the fact that I'm not a racist piece of shit like you are. I like seeing that smoke come out of your ears as I talk about how your daddy likes to sit in his diaper and not do fucking shit for anybody, but y'all are on your knees and fucking ready for him, aren't you?
I don't understand.
Like you said, just so violent. Like, such an angry person.
So no, I don't think I'm gonna leave. I think I'm gonna stay right the fuck here out of spite, bitch.
Thank you.
Yeah. Boy, that is somebody who hates her father. Just absolutely hates her father.
Got back at him with the baby daddy.
Yep.
Witches, it's time to do what we do best.
All right. Real life witches, Crazy Mouse.
Is she watching football in the back? What is she watching?
I don't know. Now you have me curious.
Let's send some protection towards, LA's way. Things have really escalated. And yeah, it's time again. It's that time again. So
what are you going to do?
so let's get to it.
Thank you, Badger.
If you do need a spell, I do have one pinned to the top of my page called Protect the Vulnerable.
So she has spells, Protect the Vulnerable, pinned to the top of her page. The potato head.
Yeah, so make sure you're cleansing, you're protecting, you're
Listen here,
protecting your
spuds.
circle.
Craig Bragg for 5 Canadian. That dude calls Trump supporters the bad guys from World War II, while he was the guy who narked on his neighbor during the coup. Yeah. Yep. A lot of people did that. Did things they should be ashamed of. They're not. There's not an ounce of self-reflection in any of these folks. I shouldn't say any, because you do occasionally get some who are like, I can't believe I did what I did. But by and large, they're lost.
You're calling on
Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew always have a saying, all roads lead to narcissism. And if you follow it, it's true here too.
whoever it is that protects you.
These are profound narcissists. Oh, I have to protect the people from LA. I'm a witch. I'll cast a spell. Oh, thank God. Everything went well. So she can sit back and go, whoo, my spell must have worked. I'm important.
And boost your magic.
And everything else is just a version of this. You know, if I fire up my my TikTok, I'm going to change the world.
And
you could at least try to have fun while you're doing it.
Patrick, what was it?
Oh, boy.
Man, I never saw it come through.
Well, we are, yeah. Yeah, hold on one second. Hold on, let me see if it's here.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, we did. Oops. Sorry. When did welfare get renamed Spite? Yes. Yes. Sorry about that, buddy.
Yeah, unintentional.
Hit the little dollar sign there. Get us back to normal. Sorry about that, Patrick.
There it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah.
No, we just flat missed it.
Yeah, I just flat missed it. Something that happens. You snuck one by the goalie there, Patrick.
Yep.
Yeah. Read a couple of his.
We got you.
As punishment to us.
Yeah.
Not
It's
punishment.
time. It's
As
time.
as a lesson to us. I do think this is funny. A spring gypsy, $2. She's probably got Subotai chained up in her backyard. Ooh, yeah. Talking about the witch from Conan the Barbarian.
eBay used to let people sell spells.
No.
That's what Warren's got.
Really? Oh, that is funny. That is funny. Oh, dang. This guy just say, we're going to deport you. We're going to deport you. We're going to deport you.
I have a genuine fucking question. How do you see what's going on in the country and more specifically in Los Angeles right now and think, wow, what a great job ICE is doing? How can you see families being torn apart and ICE coming in to people's jobs and
nobody is seeing
away?
it.
How do you see that? And you're like, yay.
Snake Oil Sean, $10. He's got something.
Cock is pretty good.
He's got some cock.
I think I want to give this one.
Bitter dregs.
He likes Smog, too.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
We have that one.
He likes Smog.
You have nice manners for a thief and a liar.
Well, you got really wined and dined there.
That's the.
Yeah, we're gonna explore.
We're making it up for Patrick.
Yeah.
I felt so bad.
Yeah, we're gonna expect you to put out Snake Oil Sean. I think that social media and the internet have provided too many people with the delusion that their opinion is important. How else can they post videos like these with such confidence? I wish I knew. Go ahead, throw up Patrick's there.
Yep.
Yeah, was that Fur Elise playing in the background? I kind of wondered that myself, Patrick. Yes.
Good morning, MAGA.
Morning.
I have got a challenge for you.
What's that?
Since all of this stuff is coming out in Rockland County and...
What happened in Rockland County? I'm not sure.
Madam President is going to take office eventually, and
Oh, there's this conspiracy theory now. It's funny how they always call the right conspiracy theorists. Now they're saying that Trump didn't win the election legally, so Kamala is going to take office any day now.
No, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
and your guy is going to be going to jail soon.
Oh.
And you're still so proudly supporting him. Now, if you're still so proudly supporting him, now I want you to do this. Get out your little hat, your little red hat, your little black hat, whatever.
Upstairs.
Says MAGA on it.
Will Gulf of America do?
Put on your best face. Do your best look.
Remember Bobby Knight? What does that mean?
Yeah,
Game
game
face.
face. Yep.
He's just mugging for the camera.
And take a selfie with it. And if you would like, you could even throw in a Yahtzee salute. If you wanted to.
I'm going to ask Cory Booker how to do that.
But anyway, I want you to put that selfie in my comment section. Because when all this goes down, I want to have photographic evidence of what you
Stupid
were.
smirk. I just...
No,
it is annoying.
People are so repulsive. I mean... Like I keep saying,
I don't even think you paused it. I think she paused.
Yeah, I was going to say that. This is live still.
What you are. Because even without the hat, you still are that. So I want visual proof. I want photographic evidence that you supported a rapist, an SA'er, a PDF file,
I do not support Bill Clinton. No.
a criminal.
Again.
I want photographic evidence.
How about some moving pictures?
Since you're so proud. Please, we can even do it like a Brady Bunch theme. You know, here's the story of a... I won't go there.
She needed to work on that one.
Yeah, she didn't
say something.
She didn't know what she was going to say.
Yeah, you're going to drop that. You better have something.
Very ugly, and I just won't do it. So anyways, give me your pictures if you're still so proud.
I am.
I just want to point out that since Elon and Trump admitted to election tampering and that the Democrats won 51-49, Donald Trump is not the president.
Are you sitting down, Crazy Mouse? Did you not know this? He's not the president. I love how she talks. It's like she's trying to talk through a forced mouth.
He literally isn't the elected president. The actual president is literally Kamala Harris.
The literal president is literally Kamala.
She looked like a yearbook picture from 1979.
Yes, yeah, she did.
Like
With
a V.
the Harrison stick.
Like a V.
Yeah. Yes.
Disco, wait a minute. Disco just said the exact same thing.
DB on it.
A V.
Craig Bragg for $2. People should know when they're conquered. Yes, they should. Shark. Oh my God. Is there anything for him? Can we give him?
See you in Pittsburgh.
Can't wait. That's right. The hoodie champ, Bart Scott. Gang, I am so tired of fat liberal woke women. Revoke the 19th Amendment. Ouch. Think about it. You know it would be for the best. There's a lot of women who say that too. Like Pearly Things does. Look at who showed up.
Are you talking about, is that the tall redhead?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I often love her. Sometimes she drives me crazy.
Pearl. I don't mind her.
I do most of the time like her, especially lately. She's pretty good. DM James, we love you.
I got something for him.
Yeah. He always gets something.
Clear out of here!
Time to get my old fatigues and red glasses. Take pictures, buddy. Now I got something else here. It's a little it's a couple of 2 arrest videos. You want to go through them, Crazy Mouse? They ain't going to be that long. Okay. Then we'll call it a night.
Whoa, Luis Rivera.
Luis Rivera sent 5 Diversity
so
and
nice.
Dragons.
That is such a nice
Yep.
thing.
It is. You guys super chatting, giving memberships, killing it as usual.
Breaking records tonight.
You're putting a dagger in my heart, eh?
I don't have open containers, they're empty containers.
Okay. All right, so this is an 82-year-old woman who's, I think, is a little tipsy.
Are they open? Are they containers?
I don't know.
Have you been drinking tonight?
No, not
Okay.
at all.
Okay.
She got like a bunch of empties on her seat.
It's like she's in a ditch.
It does.
So,
Come here, Trigger. I'm going home.
I'm going to ask you to step out of the vehicle.
No, I'm not stepping out.
Yes, because I'm going
I'm going home.
to...
Why should I?
Because I'm going to do a DUI investigation.
No.
Please don't do this. Just step out of the car.
Listen, mother. I'm 81 years old.
I understand that, Joyce.
Listen, mother.
An 81-year-old woman calling you a motherfucker. I bet you the policeman didn't even figure out. The guys who probably expect everything and anything, he can't have expected this.
There comes a point, I say it sometimes too. Like I've been doing gig apps for this is my 7th year. I'm about 40,000 experiences in, whether it be rides, DoorDashes, grocery shopping. There's very rarely when I've been like, oh, I've never seen that before. But when I do say something happened at work today that I've never happened before, it means I got a pretty good story coming.
Yeah. I will vouch for that.
This cop probably is just like, you'll never believe what I had to do today.
81-year-old with a potty mouth.
You told me you pulled me over.
Don't stop it.
Slapping hands.
Get your fucking hand off me.
Get out of the car.
She's 82 years old.
Listen, stay over there.
No, that's my son.
I understand that. Go sit in the car.
I'm acting as journalism right now. It's constitutionally protected private act.
Okay, I'm conducting a DUI investigation, and I need you to go back to your car.
No.
Put your hands behind your back.
No, I'm not. Leave me the f alone, mother. Mom.
She's like a demon.
Mm-hmm.
She's like a fucking demon.
I'm getting back in my car.
You can't get back in your car.
Get your hands off of me, you motherfucker.
Nope, stop fighting. Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting.
You are. By pulling away from me, you're resisting.
No, I'm not. I'm going to sit in my car.
I understand. Ma'am, please, listen. No, you're not. Listen to me. You need to come with me.
No, I'm not going with you.
Ma'am, you need to come with me. Give me your keys.
Shut up.
Shut up. This would be like trying to arrest the woman who lives across the street from me. It would be very similar.
It's like hoarding kittens right now.
Yeah. I don't know what's stopping this cop from like cracking up. I mean, I know he's serious. He has a job to do, but inside he has to be laughing his ass off at all this.
Goddamn speeding ticket.
Every swear word that comes out of her mouth, it must just be like a little bit harder for him to keep.
What you pull me over for?
Ma'am.
Don't touch me again.
There he was. That was it right there.
Yep.
The problem could have been solved if he just would have like taken the keys, like just reached in, grabbed them out of the ignition.
And said, all right, you can waste time all you want. We'll let you cry yourself out like a baby, and then we'll do business. All right.
Then just say to the son, we got her ID. We're giving her.
Yep.
You take her home. We're giving her a ticket tomorrow.
Yeah. So this is a woman who I guess had a run-in, and then she followed the cops back to the station. You might want to turn your volume down here. I'll give you 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Give him a ticket!
All right, it's not going to happen.
What the f does he get to do whatever the f he wants for?
I just want to know, are you okay?
Oh my God! Oh my Lord!
Man, she was twitching.
Yeah.
She's a V too.
Come on!
It's not going to happen.
Where the f is he?
Who are you calling?
Shut the f up.
Okay. If you keep calling 911, you could be shot. It's not.
I am getting harassed.
I am getting harassed.
People are breaking the law.
87 on the line again.
I don't have open containers; they're empty.
Whoops. All right. I think that is it. Enough fun for the night.
Warren wants to know, would you smash that? I would not. I'd pass.
With a right cross, yes, I would. Or a left hook.
She needs Jesus.
Yeah, oof.
She needs something.
It is kind of weird how they do almost look like demons, don't they?
Yeah.
Like, it's like they are possessed. Like there was something inhuman.
Oh boy, Disco with the zinger.
Oh, Condor's White could have been. Very perceptive, DB.
That means that he was in the right and letting her go.
Yeah. We can't have him be the hero of that story. She has to be the hero, escaping his clutches.
Flock of seagulls up on it.
Yep.
Right here.
And I ran so far away. Well, I probably should put this in just so I can hear what's going on. All right, guys. Well, that was a good stream.
No, it was a great stream.
It's a great stream. Very dense. Daggerheart is still hot. Daggerheart, it's still hot, eh?
Daggerheart, eh?
I played Daggerheart over some Labats. It's starting to morph into like a Chicago accent. You gotta pull it back when that happens. Corona Soul, $2. Least favorite D&D class is Sorcerer. Yeah, you ain't the only one there.
The Bard.
Bard, yeah. Bard is going to be popular. Bard is popular. As far as being unpopular. Patty, $5. Don't forget to grab, yes, your White Dwarf summer merch before it's gone. Make that link live if you could, Cal, if you're still in the chat.
How about
click it. Thank you, Patty.
When does Chris Miller's Mad Scribe come out?
July, I think.
It's right around the corner.
Yep. And by the way, guys, like I know Chris will take good submissions. So if you keep thinking like I can do better, polish up your game and
send it in.
Yeah, hit Chris up on X. He's at Mad Scribe.
Here he is. July 15th.
July 15th. There you go. You can read, I think, Whispers in Room 9, is it? I think that was the title of my adventure. But yeah, guys, he's always on the lookout for new up-and-comers. That should be you.
Chris, do you take art submissions?
Yeah, my guess is yes. I don't want to speak for him, but I think he'll take any kind of good submission that's going to improve the quality.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. It can be an article. It could be a mini adventure. It could be a little one page. Like here's a site. Yeah, just kill it, guys. Let's make Mad Scribe like the best it can be. Because actually this chat is really, really good. So I think there's a lot of untapped talent here, and maybe you guys are just kind of thinking like, I don't know if I can. Look, you can't just pump, stuff out off the top of your head and not review it and all that stuff. So
there's the link that needs to go up.
Give it a good once over, and give your stuff into Chris. GM articles, adventures, art, comics. There you go. I love Mad Scribe. It's a cool publication. Kind of scratches that niche for me that Dragon, used to. So
Dragon Magazine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's make it the best it can be. There's some good talent here. Shark, you should be all about that, brother. Shark, Chris Miller, will you publish something for me? Yes. let me answer for Chris. Yes. It's got to be good. I mean, obviously. So don't be disappointed if he sends it back for editing or something like that. But look, that's when I got into Dungeon Magazine back in the day, there was a lot of back and forth. I had to tweak stuff. They're like, hey, you got to change this. We're interested, but you need to change this. So, we got to keep that quality up. Yep. Love making the magazine. Proud of the newest issue.
That's awesome.
And I'm proud to have contributed. Thank you for accepting, Chris. I'm happy to be in Mad Scribe. It's a good almost promotion for, like I said, my upcoming adventure.
I am off next week. I'm going to the ocean.
Yes. Yep. Good point. So, just for a moment here, let me explain the schedule to you guys before we sign off. I'll be at CNYCon this Friday and Saturday. I kind of have to do streams from there because these are business trips to me. So I'm going to try to do something. Not going to try. I will do something from CNYCon, whether that's a little relaxed, kind of like chill with Greg and maybe Mrs. D. If he's willing, I'll do that. Who knows? I'll do something though, because I kind of have to. if it's part of the
Kenny's
business.
dead again.
Oh no,
they killed Kenny. Nope, he's just all busted up. He said he feels like a broken toy, to quote him.
Next week. Now, next week I am at Origins on Wednesday. I am still going to try to do, because we'll be there by the time this rolls around. So I will do a limited Lair stream. Might just be kind of just a more of a chill stream. Again, we'll see if maybe Mrs. D or I can get somebody else who I know there. So you'll get a bonus probably this weekend. So you'll get more of me. And then next week, it probably won't be quite the Lair that you're used to, but that's okay. It's still me. Like Han Solo said, hey, it's me. All right. I have a new song for you guys in the outro. This is a band that we actually saw at one of our local bars.
Is this Bethlehem?
It is, yeah. It is Bethlehem, yeah. Circle of Death. So, all right, guys. Great stream. Thank you all for the super chats.
So check on Saturday. Double D will be doing something with maybe Mrs. D.
Or actually might be Friday. It actually might be Friday because Saturday I'm running a game from 6 to 10, and I'm at Greg's game earlier. So my Saturday
could be Friday night.
Yeah,
and
I'm going to guess Friday.
Yep. Next week on Wednesday, I'm out. Obviously, no Rogan. Double D is traveling. He'll be at Origins next Wednesday, but he's going to do something small.
Yeah, I'll do something. It'll probably be even around 7. I'll try to keep to that. You guys are like fussy babies. We want to keep you on schedule.
So. Origins is in our time zone, so it won't affect anything.
Yep. So, all right, guys. Thanks again. Love you all. Best chat around.
Yep.
Look at Chris Miller. He gets the Iron Man award. The little baby made it to the end of the stream tonight. He's usually buggered out by.
I hope he gets his ID back. Someone stole all his stuff, man. I hope that gets fixed right away, Chris. That's got to be so frustrating.
It's like, maybe check Rey Skywalker. Doesn't she steal identity? Didn't she steal the Skywalker identity? I don't know. All right. Let me send us out here. So, all right. New song. Stay tuned, and we'll be listening and reading your final posts in the intro. So for Crazy Mouse, this is Double D. We'll talk very soon, probably Friday. And Crazy Mouse, you'll see in a couple weeks.
Yep.
All right. Peace.
I need my bag of holding. Perception check. That's way too low. I really have no idea what's going on.
By rubbing one of these corpses, I can tell what's going on.
So what's happened here?
Circle of Death.
Circle of Death? Circle of Death?
Circle of Death!